Hey guys, my name is Michelle Los, and I am a student in the Psych Mental Health and P track, and I am continuing on with my project from last semester, focusing on youth suicide prevention, specifically on the positive impacts of in-school provided suicide prevention programs. I chose this topic because in my current career as a pediatric nurse, youth suicide is something that I have witnessed multiple times. In addition, I feel that a lot of people are unaware of the prevalence of youth suicide. For some background information and significance of the problem, in 2017, suicide was the second leading cause of death for age groups 10 to 14 and 15 to 24, claiming the lives of 517 children between 10 to 14 years old and 6,252 between 15 to 24 years old. In addition, in 2017, 2.4% of high school students reported being injured in a suicide attempt in the previous year. One avenue for youth suicide prevention is through in-school provided education and suicide prevention programs, specifically programs that educate students on mental health issues, including suicide, depression, and anxiety, tactics for dealing with life stress, and where to go for help, have demonstrated reduced rates of suicidal behaviors, including suicide attempts. Two examples of programs that have been found to be effective are the Youth Aware Mental Health Program, which demonstrated significantly reduced suicide attempts and suicidal ideations at 12 months follow-up. Another program that was found to be effective was the Signs of Suicide program, which demonstrated significantly less self-reported suicide attempts at 3 months follow-up. This program also demonstrated increased knowledge of suicide and favorable attitudes towards getting help. On the bottom left-hand corner of my poster, you can see some additional statistics from the Youth Risk Behavior Survey from 2017 that are relevant to my topic. My proposed project is the creation and implementation of a suicide prevention educational program that would be provided in schools. Initially, this program would be provided at one high school and one middle school, and it would incorporate aspects from previously successful programs like the Youth Aware Mental Health Program and the Signs of Suicide Prevention Program. It would ideally be delivered over 5 one-hour classes over about 2 to 3 weeks time frame. On my poster in the middle, there is a included chart of the proposed timeline for things. So first, I would identify and secure my team members. Then we would create the suicide prevention program. We would identify specific schools to implement this program at. We would also select teachers and counselors who would be able to help at this specific school. We would then implement the program, which would include a pre-assessment. We would then do a 3 and 6 month follow-up assessment. We would ultimately collect and analyze data and then disseminate our findings. Overall, the objectives for my project would be to create and implement an adolescent suicide prevention program that would ultimately reduce suicide attempts by adolescents, increase knowledge of mental health, and increase awareness of where to go for help. As far as measuring outcomes, students would be assessed with a self-reported questionnaire that would measure suicidal behaviors, including attempts and ideation, knowledge of mental health, and understanding of where to go for help. And then assessments would be delivered prior to the implementation of the program at 3 months and at 6 months following. In conclusion, in-school suicide prevention programs have been found effective in reducing rates of suicide attempts among adolescents. Mental health care professionals, including psych nurse practitioners, are really instrumental in the creation and implementing and advocating for these types of programs. And hopefully with widespread implementation, these types of programs could have the ability to significantly impact the rates of youth suicide in the U.S. today. And then on the bottom right-hand corner of my poster are the references. Thank you for watching.